Good time of day, guys! My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Engage. Last episode, we did more supports. This episode, we're doing more supports. Can you believe it? I think specifically last episode, we finished off Fram, Jade, and Kagetsu. I think those were the only three we finished off, but alas, oh well. This episode, we're gonna start by finishing Chloe. Because, well, why not? Alright, Chloe and Bunei. Wait, it wasn't Chloe. Oh, no, right, yeah. Right, because we worked on Bunei, and we had one left in Chloe. Okay, right, okay. So yeah, we're gonna finish off Chloe. Chloe and Bunei.
As I have told you before, ingredients tell me how to cook them.
Yeah, so you've said.
I never disregard their voices. Thus, I have been searching high and low. I have sought out ingredients that ask, indeed beg, to be made into folk food.
Does that mean you found some?
Yes, look! A shellfish from the ponds of Solm, and some mushrooms unique to the Queendom's forests.
Wow, what a weird color.
And this, a numbing spice. It will stamp out all sensation as soon as it hits your tongue.
A spice that numbs?
You're not scared, are you?
Who, me? I want to try this so bad that I can hardly stand it.
I knew your culinary courage would not falter. Now, behold, the ultimate folk food.
Incredible. That's exactly the kind of careless presentation folk food ought to have.
The splendor does not stop at its presentation. Please, have a taste.
Oh boy, oh boy! Oh my goodness! That spice sure did a number on my tongue.
Are you able to talk regularly, though?
But the sauce brings it right back to life, and the texture is just indescribable! This is what made me fall in love with folk food. If a stall sold it, I'd eat there every day.
It's strange. At first, I was simply moved by your passion for food. But now I see that this was a necessary step on the road to gastronomic expertise. Whether it is served on a porcelain plate or in an unassuming wrapper, good food is good food. Street fare and gourmet food alike can bring joy to their eaters.
Exactly. Thanks, Bunei.
Now, what would you like to eat next?
You mean you'll fix me something else?
I am always happy to take requests from a true food lover.
No kidding! More gourmet quality folk food? I'm so happy I might cry.
Please don't do that. My food and I are not going anywhere.
Yeah, good point. I'll take my time and think carefully. The next folk food I get from you is going to be the stuff of legend.
I thought he said he'd only do it once, but oh well. Alright, well, that's Bunei done then, right? Can we throw him on the list? Yep, there he is. Bunei, all done. Never to speak again in this playthrough. Who knows, though. Alright, Chloe and Hortensia, A.
Oh, Chloe.
Hello, Princess Hortensia.
What was this support about again?
Yeah, hi. See you later.
Sorry, it's just a small thing.
What is it?
Is it my imagination, or are you avoiding me?
Was it that obvious?
Did I offend you somehow? I'd like to know what I did to drive you away.
When I'm around you, I keep thinking about what I don't have. I mean, like your maturity and sophistication and all that stuff.
Oh, right. This is what the support was about.
I didn't want to think about it anymore, so I just stayed away from you.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. But I still want to be better friends with you.
You do?
You have to expect that every person is different. I know you've said that you wish you had my maternal sophistication, but there are a lot of things you have going for you that I don't. I'm starting to wish I had more of your special charms too, Princess Hortensia.
Oh, Chloe. That makes me so happy.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I promise I'll stop avoiding you. In fact, let's hang out even more than before. There's so much we can learn from each other.
That would be great. You can show me how you got to be so cute.
Yeah, and once I've learned all I can from you, I'm gonna be unstoppable.
I'm sure you'll catch on in no time. But first, let me wipe your nose for you.
Oh, thanks. Wait, my nose was running?
Oh, you better go catch it. Chloe and Louis A.
Shall we observe some more lovely scenes today, Chloe?
Sure, Louis. Here's hoping we can spot a really dashing one.
Well, then you better go catch
I have
it.
this for you, if you wish.
You brought me dried fish? I've never seen any quite this color. All those blues and greens and yellows. Hard to believe it's really food, huh?
I'm told it's quite rare and not often found at market. That's the sort of folk food you prefer, yes? Take it in case you feel peckish.
Thanks, Louis. It looks great. I'm always eager to try something new. But I don't think I ever mentioned to you my love for folk foods.
Oh, Chloe. I've spent too much time observing you not to be an expert on the subject by now.
You're an odd one, Louis. But then, I'm not one to talk.
What do you mean?
I got you some dried grapes. I hope you like them.
You mean raisins?
Why, thank you, Chloe. Grapes are my favorite, you know.
I do know. I've been watching you too.
You've been watching me?
Just like you've been watching me. No matter who you're with, Louis, it always looks like something out of a fairy tale.
Turnabout is fair play, it seems.
We know a lot about each other at this point. What a way to get to know someone.
Isn't it, though? Some might call it odd that I learned your preferences via observation rather than asking.
Not me. It makes perfect sense, given our shared love for people watching.
I suppose you're right.
Well, if we both have our favorite snacks, is it time to go?
Quite so. I think it's going to be another lovely day, my friend.
Did I even say anything during that other than me reiterating you better go catch it? What a support. Alright, Chloe and Jean A.
Jean, you seem pale.
I've just been thinking.
That's
About
dangerous.
what?
I'm scared of losing people, Chloe. Every day on the battlefield, people get hurt. Some even die. I've seen things that I could never have imagined back in my peaceful hometown. Doesn't any of this scare you?
No.
Of course it does.
Oh.
And I'm sure
No, it
we're
does.
not the only ones.
Not no, I meant no, it does.
But
Yeah.
there are things we have to do, even if it means facing our fears to do them. That's the thought that drives us all to fight, day after day. It's what drives me, at least.
Then we better go catch you.
Things we have to do even if it's scary, huh?
I'm sure you have some too. I've seen you stand out on the battlefield without running from injury or death.
Because it would just have to try and catch me.
I suppose so. Thank you, Chloe.
Are we gonna do this bit for every verb in this episode?
It probably won't ever get
No,
less
Godzi will
scary,
forget
But
eventually.
that doesn't mean
Hey,
I'll run.
you're probably right.
Not when I've got a steadfast friend like you.
Steadfast. I like the sound of that.
Makes it sound like you gotta go catch me.
Besides, you have an iron stomach, right? People like that are hard to kill.
That's a line.
Although, if your stomach does hurt after eating something strange, see me straight away.
You wouldn't want to give you the runs. Because then you better go catch it.
I'm touched by your concern.
I mean it, okay? Seriously.
I won't go dying on you, Jean. Not so long as you're watching out for me.
Alright. I mean, yeah, that made sense. Anyways. Chloe and Seedall, A.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I never get tired of watching you dance.
Checking up on me, Chloe? I'd have set up a front row seat if I'd known you were watching.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt your practice. But I brought some new folk food for you to try. Honey glazed gecko. It's good for you, I swear.
Honey glazed gecko.
It looks appetizing, as always. But thank you. The flavors are good. Unusual, no doubt. But I love the sweetness.
Uh-huh, just as I thought. I've brought you enough folk food to figure out the secret. You'll eat anything if it's sweet.
I'm not sure about that.
You know, you really are a wonderful dancer. Very graceful, but with such power. Did someone teach you?
Yes, I have a master. The teacher in the caravan. He taught me to dance. I guess I should say that I had a master.
Oh, he dead.
Does that mean...
Death caught him?
He died during a raid on the caravan. He was protecting me.
That's an ill-taste joke, Chloe.
Oh, no.
I didn't mean to.
I never got a chance to repay my debt to him. It's the only fate I couldn't foresee.
But your master's dancing lives on in you, doesn't it?
I hope so. But I have a long way to go before I achieve his level of skill. Still,
You better
I
go
do
catch
my best
it.
to mesmerize my audience through the sublime art of dance.
I have no doubt you've done that.
Thank you, Chloe. And now that I've eaten, it's time to dance. I was going to give you a special performance as a thank you. But how about we dance together?
I would love nothing more.
That was sweet. Alright, next up, Chloe and Citrine A. We're gonna avoid basically every other Citrine, but we're trying to cross Chloe off the list, so... She's just literally committing arson, okay. Where are your fireballs going, dumb
This
bitch?
will not do. I must practice and strengthen myself. Only then can I protect those I care about.
It blew up somewhere, I heard that.
Good shot. You were right on target.
You just killed John! Our healer! It doesn't matter, I'm a healer too.
Chloe?
Actually, we both are.
What are you doing here?
Why do we have the same voice? Because, whatever.
Are you lost?
Nope. I know I shouldn't have, but I followed you to see what you were up to. Every time you have somewhere important to be, you come back covered in mud.
What?
Aha. You were worried about me. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Now I know what the big deal was. You were getting in some extra magic training.
Yes, that's right. As I said, I became a retainer through filial connections. I lack the skill required. I do some extra training every day to make up for that deficit, to build my strength. I wasn't trying to keep these sessions a secret. I merely avoid drawing attention to them.
I wish you'd just told me. Then I could have helped you out.
You would do that?
Sure I would. We're friends, aren't we?
Thank you, Chloe.
Besides, folk food tastes even better after a good bout of training. You'll see.
Is that right? Who knew there was a way to make fish guts taste even better?
Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really been talking too much in these supports because, surprise, surprise, shocker, I don't really vibe with Chloe's character that much. And, oh, wow, that's it. Okay. I thought there was another, but I guess there was only 5. Alright, well, that's another one off the list. Da-da-da-da. Very cool. Okay, if I remember correctly from last episode when we were looking around, Etier, yeah. Etier and Fogado A.
Thanks for showing up, Prince Fogado. Today, I'm gonna give you a taste of the infinite potential hidden in muscle stimulants. Try this one first.
Wow, these look delicious.
I've got dried fruitcake, honey pie, some camel milk mousse, and these pastries.
Pastries.
All of them feature my muscle stimulants as a key ingredient.
Her Bo's doing the thing again.
What? You put your muscle stuff in all of these?
Every one. But don't just stand there and stare. Taste them for yourself.
All right. Down the hatch.
Why do anime characters go hump whenever they eat?
That's really good. I mean, it's sweet, but not so sweet that it overpowers the other flavors.
From the amount of times that characters have eaten anything in these support conversations, that's the first time they've had some sort of cooking mama-ass sound effect flash effect on screen. Jesus.
I replaced the sugar in that one with some sweet-tasting muscle stimulant. That way, I can eat all I want without worrying about losing muscle tone.
Wow, delicious and healthy to boot. I might have to serve these at my next party after all. It's a totally fresh idea, too. Folks can chow down and train up at the same time.
Told you so.
Well, I better start planning. You want to help, Etienne? It was your idea, after all.
Absolutely. On one condition. First, we run 10 laps around the Somniel, then 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, and after that...
Actually, you know what? I'll pass.
Wait, hey, hold on. Why do I have to do all that?
You're the host. You should be pushing your body's limits like a real musclehead. That way, you'll have the first-hand experience you need to host the party right.
Okay, but don't push me too hard, all right? I've never done this before.
Gotcha. I'll push you just hard enough that you don't croak.
What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. A little gentler than that, if you don't mind.
Alright. And Etier's final support, Etier and Lapis A.
I meant to thank you for that thing you made. It's been great for my weight training.
Oh, right, this.
That's great, Etier. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I actually feel a little guilty. You gave me all of those Firenese tea leaves to pay me back.
Don't worry about it. Your Muscle Maximizer Mark III was worth the entire crate load. By the way, what's that you're eating? Some kind of potato?
These? Well, okay. I'm actually from a small country town in Brodia. We grow taters. Potatoes there. Sometimes my parents send me dried sweet potato slices from the farm. They're so good.
Dried potatoes? From a remote part of Brodia? Is that what I think it is? The high-calorie, low-fat starch that's every musclehead's dream?
What? You've heard of these?
I had no idea where to find these things. I never thought they'd fall into my lap.
Okay.
Would you like to try one?
Are you kidding me? Yes! Yum! Just one delicious bite completely eased my muscle fatigue. I might seriously cry, Lapis!
Me too! I've never seen anyone else so in love with our homegrown potatoes! I had no idea. Here, take some more. I have so many.
Are you sure you don't mind?
I don't mind at all.
You're too nice. I owe you so much for all this.
Well, in that case, may I train with you? I'm pretty strong, but I start to droop if a battle drags on and on. I'd love to build up my endurance. Maybe we could go for runs together?
We can do that no problem. For you, I'd jog until my legs gave out. We should try it with and without the potatoes to see if they make a difference. Who knows what kind of heights we can reach together?
Alright, well, that was sweet, I guess. Alright, that's Etier off the list then. Da-da-da-da. Boom. Woohoo. Alright. I guess next would be Jean. Little silly Jean. Alright, Jean and Zelkov, eh?
So, I wrote a letter to my mother after we last spoke. I was thinking of sending it today, but I was hoping to run it by you first.
Certainly. No trouble at all.
Thank you. Okay, here goes. Dear Mother, happy birthday. I hope the day finds you well. Things are fine here. I did meet quite a mysterious fellow recently.
What? What the fuck?
What? Who is this mysterious person?
The first time he talked to me, my knees began to shake as soon as he said, "Come here." He smiled thinly as he approached, talking about how he didn't want to scare me. Well, I thought, it's been a good life.
Oh, you are talking about me.
But then I found out he's actually a very kind man.
Ah.
He's the whole reason I'm writing this letter to you. You always said, don't judge a person before getting to know them. And you were right. Now that I'm living far from you, I realize how right you were about a lot of things. I'm glad you're my mother. I hope you stay healthy for a long, long time. I'll be home for your birthday next year, I promise. Give my love to Father. Your son, Jean. And that's all. Not too weird for a birthday letter, is it?
Of course not. I think it is absolutely fitting. I am surprised to be a subject in it, but I cannot say that I mind leaving an impression. Please, send this along to her as well. I call it the obsidian oil.
Obsidian this time?
It is absorbed through the skin. It should soothe your mother's ailing hips.
Thank you, Zelkov, for this and for everything else you gave me.
You can thank me by taking good care of her. I never had the opportunity to show my parents gratitude. I regret that every single day. Do not make the same mistake I did. Let them see how much you care while they are still here.
I will, Zelkov. I'll be a good son for both of us.
I appreciate it.
And more than that, I'll be a good friend for you too. I hope you'll come find me the next time you're making medicine.
That means a great deal to me. I mean to say, I will gladly accept your offer. Thank you, Jean.
Alright, that was cute. Anyways, next one. Jean and Linden A. The final Jean support.
Sir, I'm sorry I was so rude last time. I didn't mean to fall asleep in the middle of a lesson.
You have nothing to apologize for. Getting you some rest was the whole point.
That support.
Although there was a lesson to be learned there from the flowers.
There was?
Don't be in such a hurry that you neglect to take rests. You'll miss the forest for the trees.
Oh, I admit, I did have an easier time concentrating on that book once I got home from the meadow.
Aha! Glad to hear it.
Sir, would you do me the honor of taking me on as a student?
Who? Me?
I learned a lot from that lesson. I need more than books. It would be better if I had a whole range of knowledge and expertise. That's the kind of thing a master sage like you could offer.
A master sage, huh?
Should I not call you that?
What was that delivery?
No, the title
Master
is fine.
Sage!
It's
Aw.
just... I have a lot to teach, and I'm getting on in years. I might end before my curriculum does.
You're 60.
I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'm still learning, but as your doctor, I'll see to it that you stay in good health.
So that's the deal, huh? Well played, well played. I accept then. From now on, consider yourself my student.
Thank you, sir. I'll make you proud.
Alright. Cool. So that's Jean off the list. Very cool. Next is Alfred. Alfred and Ivy A.
Prince Alfred, do you understand the implications of what has occurred between us?
Princess Ivy? Can't say that I do.
That first night, you helped me find the way when I was lost. The second time, you gave me advice on how to find peaceful sleep. Much as I am loath to admit it, I am deeply in your debt.
And that's bad somehow?
Of course it's bad. I am the crown princess of Elusia. I cannot show such weakness. especially to a rival nation. Therefore, you must tell me how I can be of assistance to you.
Oh, so you think it should be your turn to help me now, huh?
I need to clear this obligation. That's all.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not in any kind of a jam right now.
So you won't let me help you? This is unacceptable. I demand that you be troubled immediately.
The only thing that's giving me trouble is this demand of yours. Look, I don't think of this as a pay me back someday situation. This is just what allies do. When I see you're in a spot, I help out. You don't owe me for that. None of my friends do.
You just trust people? You really are naive.
Guilty as charged. But there's a lot of upsides to being naive.
I suppose I can find inspiration in that? Very well. I will trust you.
Oh, Princess Ivy, that's great!
To be candid, I am glad to have more people I can trust now. When I become queen, it will be a relief to know that at least one of my peers is trustworthy. Thank you, Prince Alfred.
Alright. Cool. I'm trying to think of jokes that I can make, but it's difficult out here, man. Alright, Alfred and Tamara, A.
I went with Alfred on a camping trip.
Oh boy.
The food was great and the songs were hip. There were lots of stars in the sky that night. And that's the end of my song. All right.
Good one! Way to let everybody know just how you feel.
How much did they pay Danny Chambers for all this?
Aw, thanks. Most people don't think much of my singing.
What? Your singing is fantastic. It makes my heart swell up inside.
That's how it makes me feel too. Thanks, Prince Alfred. Oh, looks like the fire's petering out.
Petering.
Allow me. Let's see here.
Good work. You've got it down pat. What do you even need me here for? You're a natural.
Well, I had a great teacher.
Keep buttering me up, why don't ya?
Thanks again. I've learned so much from being around you. It's really helped me get a handle on where your people are coming from.
Ah, you're trying to gain some first-hand experience of Solmic culture, huh?
Yeah. I thought if I tried Solm stuff, I'd get to know Solm's people.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So then tell me, does this mean you're planning to invade?
Not at all. I swear, I'm learning all this so I can help bring our countries together.
Yeah, I know. I'm just yanking your chain. Still, I don't think our work here is done.
What makes you say that?
Because now it's my turn to learn more about the Kingdom of Firenade. For Solm and Firenade to grow closer, they both need to understand each other, right?
True enough.
Well then, for the sake of our countries, you'd better tell me all about this homeland of yours.
With pleasure, Princess Tamara. Now, where to begin?
Alright. That was silly. Alright. Alfred and Rafal, A. Ha ha ha. The Divine Dragon is still too full.
See if you can withstand this.
Dinner. Ha ha.
Good, but not good enough. Your lance hit my neck, mine hit your chest. Let's call that a draw.
Unacceptable. You would be the clear victor if you had used your dominant hand.
Maybe, but I'm way more used to lances than you are. I think a draw's fair.
Very well. But let us have another go after our break, now that I have the measure of you.
Sounds good. Hey, can I ask you something?
Speak freely.
You seem like you're actually enjoying training lately. Any particular reason?
I lay the blame for that at your feet.
Me? Why?
Your past reminded me of my own.
Oh, sad music.
I too was weak in my youth, always falling behind. Ashamed to rely on others for protection, I began a lifelong pursuit of strength.
That does sound kind of like me, yeah.
Our paths began in the same way, but mine diverged significantly.
I became evil.
My thirst for power grew so strong that I was willing to hurt anyone to gain more. Strength without compassion is worse than useless. I see that now, in part thanks to you. My heart is no match for yours. But perhaps, with training, I can protect those I care about.
You can and you will. I'm sure of it.
Allow me to ask you something in return. Why do you spend time with me? Firene worships the divine dragon, and you are its prince. You should despise a fell dragon.
I don't like to label people that way. I'd rather go by what I see. When I look at you, I see a good guy. You like working out now, so how bad could you be?
There's like a movie that has a song like that before. Oh, you mean the Lorax? Yes, that's it. Wow, you're like a movie encyclopedia. What's your favorite movie? Shit. It's the only one I've seen. Oh. So I guess it's the Lorax. By default. How is that the only movie you've seen? Don't ask me.
Besides, we're cut from the same cloth. I kinda think of you like a brother.
A much older brother, surely. But the point is well taken.
Actually, I was thinking of myself as the older one, since I've got more experience in training.
That's really stupid.
Ridiculous. A gulf of years lies between us that you can scarcely fathom.
Why don't we settle it with a rematch? Winner gets to be the big brother.
You will regret proposing such a wager, little brother.
Bring it on.
Aw. That was cute. Alright, who's next? Who shall we cross off our list next? Alright, how much do we have? Madeline and Celestia, so we shouldn't really do that. Clan, obviously not yet. Vale? We could get 2 of Vale's out of the way. Diamant. We could get Diamant. Yeah, let's get Diamant out of the way. Alright, Diamant and Ivy A.
Prince Diamant, I have something to show you.
Is the gem in this necklace the one I gave you?
Yes. I decided to make it into something I can wear every day.
Well done. It's quite stunning.
We don't have materials like this in Elusia, but we do have skill and craftsmanship. Perhaps this is a symbol of the way forward for us. Brodian resourcefulness, Elusian talent. A path to peace and prosperity based on respect for one another's gifts.
I see.
This gift, the gem, really has made me braver. Where else could I have gotten the courage to reimagine our entire relationship?
Thank you, Princess Ivy. And I say that as a crown prince of Brodia this time.
Oh.
Convincing Brodia to change its warmongering ways will be a battle of its own. War leads to profits, which lead to wars, which lead to further profits. It's a horrible cycle. That cycle cannot continue, and I'm the only one who can stop it. This necklace is a perfect symbol of our shared goal. Both of our kingdoms intertwined. So, thank you. I promise you here and now that under my rule, Brodia will champion peace.
Thank you, Prince Diamant. I will take your words to heart and share them with my people. With the 2 of us as role models, our kingdoms can stop fighting. We can open trade relations. Elusia's craftspeople will certainly benefit from access to Brodia's resources.
If that leads to more goods like this necklace, both kingdoms will prosper. It's a good plan.
Now we just need to bring it to fruition.
And we will. We'll make sure of that. Let's shake on it as leaders and friends. A new era of peace begins right here.
Gladly. Let this be the dawn of a new day between us.
Alright. That was sweet. I feel like I'm just kind of saying "aw" about every fucking support this episode, but whatever. Diamant and Nell A.
Hello again, Lady Nell.
Little Prince, I have been observing you carefully since last we spoke. And I have determined, based on what I have observed, that you will make a fine king indeed.
I am honored.
You possess great strength, both of body and mind. Your will and resolve are indomitable. And you have the ability to remain objective, even when placed under terrible stress. That is my assessment. Your kingdom will prosper during your reign.
That's very high praise. Thank you.
So many of the supports are just too somber to make jokes for, you know?
No thanks are needed. I merely spoke my mind.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when I go John, Alfred, Diamant, but I digress.
Then let me speak my mind as well. Your kindness, wisdom, and tenacity are humbling. I've seen you throw yourself against strong foes and impossible odds to keep your friends safe.
I am a dragon. Our superior durability allows us such indulgences.
Not even the toughest dragon would step up to protect others without kindness of heart.
I suppose.
I've seen your compassion off the battlefield as well. You cherish all life. You even once replanted a roadside flower so it wouldn't be trampled.
I see that you have studied me quite closely.
It was only fair to return the favor. It's not easy being a fell dragon from another world, but somehow you make it look easy.
Thank you for the compliment. I did not realize you had been assessing me. You are even more interesting than I expected. Perhaps more observation is in order. You may possess more traits that I have yet to discover.
And you might retract some of that praise once you've dug up all my flaws. Until then, I'm happy to spend more time with you. I think we'll make great friends.
Alright. And Diamant's last support, Diamant and Saphir A.
Prince Diamant, did you need something from me?
I noticed some hesitation in your last few training sessions.
I know more strength is what I need, but at the same time, I'm starting to scare myself. I'm worried about becoming someone who only exists to hurt people.
Wars leave scars that last forever. They hurt everyone involved on all sides of any conflict. I often feel lost, just like you. But I always come back to two things. One, I can't run away. Two, I don't fight to win. I fight to end the fighting. As soldiers, that's all we can do.
I don't know if I have that in me.
I'm so sorry. But we have to. That's the only way to change a world driven by conflict.
Why is his voice like a whole octave deeper right now? It's like he's talking like this, basically. It's like if I were to talk like this for the rest of the episode, instead of like this, you know, in my usual fun, haha, peppy voice or whatever the
With your
fuck.
help, Prince Diamant, maybe I can find a way to do as you ask.
That's precisely why we train together. To grow stronger in our bodies and our bonds.
Yeah, it is very weird how he's talking like that. It's insanely weird and also kind of monotone. Come on. Step it up, Diamant! Come on, come on!
After all this talk of fighting, do you feel up to another sparring match?
That's all we can do, isn't it?
That's exactly right.
Okay, but no holding back this time.
You think I was holding back? I never hold back.
Whatever you say. In that case, though, you better dig deep.
Now I'm fired up. Bring it on, soldier.
Bring it on, soldier. I mean, hi, hello, this is, hi, okay, hello, hi, okay. Next. What about Ivy? Okay. Yeah, we can do this. All right, Ivy and Zelkov, A.
Zelkov, I have something for you.
A paintbrush? Is this for me?
Yes, to thank you for the headache medicine. I understand you're a painter. But if you have no need for it, feel free to get rid of it.
On the contrary, I will take exquisite care of it, thank you.
I'm glad you like it.
Princess Ivy, I hope you know I enjoy my work. In fact, when I have a task before me, it is my way to immerse myself in it entirely. In those times, and only those times, my mind is truly at peace. So long as I am your retainer, so long as there is work to do, I have a purpose.
Okay, so he's doing this again.
That is how deeply I appreciate working for you.
I see. If that's true, then I'm happy to have you.
These are indeed my true feelings. You know I am unwilling to lie or flatter.
Yes, you've made that clear.
I hope you will never hesitate to delegate any task to me. I would die for you, my liege, and gladly.
Wow.
Gladly? Despite your lack of fond feelings toward me?
My feelings may have changed. I now think of you as an acceptable liege.
I find you acceptable as well, Zelkov.
Kind of you to say.
However, dying for my sake is not a task to which I will assign you, gladly or otherwise. Consider yourself under strict orders to survive as you continue to serve me.
You may rely on me, Princess Ivy.
Alright. Cool. Alright. Ivy and Outcrest A.
Pardon me, Princess Ivy? In our last conversation, you made it clear that you still harbor resentment towards Brodia.
Yes, I did.
Well, at risk of overstepping my boundaries, I hope you'll allow me to say one thing. The relationship between Brodia and Elusia has never been civil. Certainly not in my lifetime. But, as you've mentioned, we are now allies. We work together.
That's true.
This alliance was as unpredictable as it is wonderful. I will work hard to ensure that our countries become allies when this conflict is over. I may not be able to do as much as my brother, the Crown Prince, but... Well, I thought I owed you a clear statement of my own intentions, at the very least.
My first impression of you was that you were weak-willed and uncharismatic. I feel differently now.
You do?
When it matters, you speak your mind. And what you say is kind and thoughtful. These are qualities I consider princely.
Oh, no, please don't think too highly of me. You're much more regal and capable than...
Are you suggesting that I, Crown Princess of my kingdom, am not a good judge of character?
Not at all! I would never... ever... another joke?
Very good. You're catching on.
I take it as a sign that our relationship is improving.
Agreed. I hope our friendship continues to grow. In honor of our fathers. And for the future of our kingdoms.
Yes. Here's to a better future.
That was fun. Outcrest is such a little dork, I swear. Alright, Ivy and Hortensia A.
Hey, Ivy?
Yes?
Do you think I could be like my mother someday? I mean, obviously I've got her looks already, but I'm not sure I have her other qualities.
You know, Hortensia, I think you do. You lost her when you were 7, correct?
Yes.
Sorry, choking on water.
But you kept living in the castle, even without the benefit of her protection. You know what a viper's den of intrigue that place is. No ordinary child could survive it. But your charisma made that possible.
What are you getting at?
Your wit and charm won you allies in the court and a safe place in the castle. Sound familiar? You thrived in the academy as well. You even skipped enough grades to catch up to me. All that was done by virtue of your own merit. Do you see it yet?
I mean, I guess that explains why she was friends with Rosado and Goldmary, considering they're both like 3 and 5 years older than her respectively.
You said you hoped you could become like your mother someday. But you already are. Your light shines on everyone you touch, just as hers did.
I can't believe that's how you see me. Thank you.
I should be thanking you. Your example has given me courage more times than I can count. Thank you for shining your light on me, Hortensia.
Aw. I'm gonna do all I can to live up to the image you have of me. It was so hard not to just despair and give up when we were separated.
For 3 chapters.
Father was gone. You were gone. I had no one.
I'm truly sorry, Hortensia. From now on, we'll be together.
That better be a promise, because you're not getting rid of me.
Absolutely. We will never be separated again, I promise. I am blessed to have family like you, Hortensia. I will never willingly let that go.
Good. Me neither.
That was cute. Alright, now Ivy and Louis. Oh yeah, Louis time.
Louis, would you indulge me with another cup of that wonderful tea?
Oh boy. Hi.
You've put me in an awkward position, Princess Ivy.
If you are busy, it can certainly wait.
It isn't that. The problem for me is your recent mood.
Still disappointed that I don't smile as easily as you'd like?
Not at all. You were incandescent with joy when you entered the room, in fact.
Was I?
It is the very incandescence of that joy which poses such a problem for me, you see. Did you not realize how brightly you shone?
No, I did not.
Such unadulterated joy isn't meant for my like. It should be reserved for others like yourself. My role is merely to facilitate these bright moments and then recede until I am needed.
I have no idea how to respond to that.
And now a laugh? All of this is wasted on me, Princess Ivy. It is peculiar, though. I still haven't the faintest idea of what causes you to beam this way.
How dare you? I am not a monster, you know. I am capable of smiling around friends and allies.
Is that what I am in your eyes? An ally? Even a friend?
Don't be ridiculous. Hurry up and make the tea, would you?
As you wish, Princess Ivy. I'll brew the most exceptional pot of tea you've ever tasted.
I expect only the best from you, Louis.
Alright. Cool. Alright. Ivy and Mavier. Mavier reporting. It is time for me to finish my support conversation with Ivy. More at 8.
I always end up telling you about my past. That is something I do not normally do with people.
It's the same with me. For some reason,
You and
I
everyone
find
else in
myself
this
spilling
game.
all my secrets to you.
Well then, this creates a problem for us both.
Agreed.
I used to run a news company. You still do.
I fear
Oh.
that the closer we become, the more likely I am to reveal a weakness.
Or could it be we are both hoping for such an accident to happen to the other?
What?
We are quite similar indeed.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Princess Ivy, you may remember, I strive to be accepted as an ally by everyone. That is my goal, and it drives every decision.
I remember.
I may have been wrong in that way of thinking.
What do you mean?
If I were accepted by one person, I would be happy. Other opinions would be meaningless. With that one person's acceptance, I would be in the place I belong. So, if you are willing to accept me, then I would know that this is where I belong.
That's a lovely way to think of it. Let us fight then, to protect a place where we belong. Together.
Yes.
And shall we continue spilling our dearest secrets to one another?
Whatever secrets you spill, I shall be there to clean them up, Princess Ivy.
What? I mean, I get what that means, but that's a silly metaphor. Alright, and Ivy's final support, Ivy and Rafal, God, I am so fucking evil.
That will be all
It's
for today.
Unreal.
Next week, I will have a history lesson prepared for us.
I take it it's about social media in America. Indeed it is.
I will admit, I am surprised we have kept this up for so many lessons over so long a time.
I can't wait to learn about... Is it called X or Twitter? Are we really gonna do this bit again? I thought we already put a bookend on it. Whatever. Yeah, Andrew Tate. There's your political joke for the video. Hey, I'm supposed to say that. Fuck you.
I never thought I'd be able to fully immerse myself into my studies again. It's been lovely.
Of course it has. I will settle for nothing less. I only wish I could have built a schoolhouse.
Then that way I could have taught more kids about social media in a distant country known as America.
That's not necessary. This is more than enough.
In case it's not obvious, I've recorded this episode and the last two on the same day, so this is a pretty fun recurring bit.
Tell me about your friends at the academy. Were they all royals and other nobles?
There was a man named Elon. Nope, we're
Some
done
were,
with the bet.
But the students came from all backgrounds and walks of life. Many of the friends I made there, I would never have made at court. Or anywhere else. Those unexpected connections are another reason the Academy is special to me.
Rather like the connection you and I have forged since we started this venture.
Precisely, Lord Rafal. Your work here has given us a wonderful example of exactly that. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
If my efforts have brought you some measure of happiness, then I am satisfied. The Ivy in the world I come from must have had similar experiences at her academy. When I think of all the friendships she must have forged, and the effects of my actions...
I cannot forgive you on her behalf. But for whatever it's worth, I think learning your lesson and applying it here in this world is the most you could hope to do.
You are right. My sins are unforgivable, and I will carry that burden for the rest of my life. But I have learned my lesson, thanks to your academy. Institute of Higher Education indeed.
Well remembered. You know, Lord Rafal, you and I have studied together for quite a while by now. I don't think it would be inappropriate for us to think of one another as schoolmates.
Is that the term you use for an academy friend? I do not know if I have earned this distinction.
Come now. We've spent all this time learning together. It could hardly be any more fitting. I dare say there's no better descriptor for our relationship as it stands. Surely none I'd prefer.
If that is your desire, then it cannot be wrong. Your wish is what began this endeavor, after all. Then let us consider one another schoolmates until the end of time. Even after graduation.
Another treasured memory that I will happily add to my collection.
That was sweet. Alright, and that crosses Ivy off the list. Yay! God, we've gotten a lot so far today. Chloe, Diamant, Etienne, Jean, Ivy, Alfred. Okay, not that many, but I digress. So, is there anyone that has, like, only 2 left that isn't named Alir? Damn, Boosh has so fucking many. He's got 5 still. And Alchrist has 7! Christ, boy. Hortensia. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of overlap as the numbers dwindle, though. Because, like, look at Alchrist's list, and look at Hortensia's. Like, there's Fogado twice, there's obviously Alchrist, and Hortensia, Boucheron. Look at this one. There's Goldmary, Linden, Alchrist. Yeah, crazy. Hortensia has a lot as well. Fogado has a lot as well. Louis has 3, okay. Mavier has quite a few. Only 5, but still a few. Linden has... God, how does he still have 5? Tamara's got 4. Seedall's got 4. Gregory's got 4. Lapis has 4. Goldmary has 5. Citrine has 6. Nell has 3. Celestia has 4, Rafal has 3, Pandreo has 5, Vander has 5, Saphir has 5, Vale has 4, Clan has 5, and Madeline has 1. Okay. So our lowest one right now was, I forgot. But it does, I mean, obviously a Weir, but I think it was like Louis, right? Yeah. But doesn't matter because we're gonna end this episode here because I'm fucking tired. It is 6:25 p.m. and I got other things to do, I guess. Yeah. So that's gonna be it for this episode. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button, and if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye! Yeah!